Come on down. It's the Joystick Show, episode 280.
2.
No.
No, 1.
4.
No. This is how bad
7.
we are at this. Nope.
9.
I gave you a hint before
You
the
said
episode
every number.
started.
You said 282 before.
I said that's how many times we've done it.
Oh, so it's 283.
Look at that.
Crazy.
Homie learns how numbers work.
Yeah, when we hit 300, guys, we're getting a gong.
You said a what?
A gong.
I heard a bong.
A gong.
Could it be a gong bong?
A gong bong?
Yeah,
I
we
feel
can
like
figure
that
it
wouldn't
out.
be very smart to hit with
No.
a big stick, but
It'd be a little stick, yeah.
I don't know the name of this stick that comes with the gong. I feel like it has a name, like a really good name, but it's just gong stick in my head. Hold on. We're going to figure it out.
That's our new name. Welcome to the Gong Stick Show.
Where we talk about gongs and bongs.
Yeah.
What is the
And
name
how they would work
of this
if
stick
combined.
that
While we're
hits
looking
a
stuff
gong?
up, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button if you tend to like us.
and leave a comment. Say something nicer.
We usually come up
interesting.
with something at the end.
Yeah.
Are you having trouble with this right now?
No, I saw another name, and I'm like, what is a tam-tam? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I
Also-
think a tam-tam might just be the gong. I don't know.
Was this your first time saying to like and subscribe and do all the spiel that Bobby normally does?
Yeah, but I usually don't do it. Bobby, that's
Did you
Bobby's
just do
job.
that?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just did.
You're
he
not
ju-
allowed to do that.
he just
Dylan.
did that.
You're like actually not allowed to do that. You know why? Because there's a whole edit that comes out on my side of this. I can't.
But now you can edit over Joey and just cover his face. Like I don't understand
Dylan,
the
do me a favor.
issue.
Will you just shut the fuck up for 30 seconds?
All
real
right.
quick? Make sure to go ahead and like this episode. Feel free to subscribe to Team Joystick. If you heard it the first time, don't do it that time. Unsubscribe, unlike the video. Do it again. And now the graphic is played near my face. Thank you, Dylan. Fucking stay in your lane, bro. What do you think you are?
What did you? Did
You know
Who
what
do
I
you think you are?
You know what I think I am? I think I am a gong mallet. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I looked it up.
I was looking it up. If you would have given me the fucking minute, I would have found the gong mallet.
I gave you the minute. I just decided to like and subscribe. Yeah.
Fucking Jesus Christ. This guy's about to be starring in The Chef's Son.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome to the Joystick Show. You know how it be. Jerry's off. What's Jerry doing these days?
Ooh, this is cool. Joe, you want to come up with something?
Jerry's on a new dating game show where you have to see how far you can throw rocks.
What the fuck does that have to do with dating? Are they trying to pick up like a middle school girl?
I
Like,
think-
whoa, he can really throw rocks far.
I'm not
Rocks
sure,
really far.
but I think it is whatever rock you're closest to. That's who you go on a date with, and it's like a blind date.
So
you
it's
know?
like the bocce ball of
Yeah.
dating, essentially.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Okay.
if you hit one of the contestants with the rock, then you're disqualified.
Okay.
Yeah. Been a lot of those this season.
There's a
No
lot.
offense, I like Jerry's live for you last week a lot better. Jerry said you were dealing with a volcano emergency in the middle of New York City, and that
Yeah.
you were the only person who could figure it out. So.
Nice.
The-
Damn.
This had me. I don't know, Joey. I don't know if you're imagining it correctly. It had me fucking in tears. I don't know why.
What, the
But
rocks?
No.
The volcano. You, Joey. Did you forget about the volcano already?
No.
You forgot about the volcano already.
See,
It was
I had to
that
wipe my
easy.
brain.
it worked. You just did it and forgot about it.
Yeah.
Well, you know how it been. Yeah, you wanted to bring up an AI conversation, right?
Yeah,
Talk about Allen Iverson.
Yeah, I recently, from another YouTuber that I enjoy like watching, he does a lot of just content reviewing. He was reviewing that there is a incredibly popular TikTok show or account where a person is using Sora AI to make the reality series Love Island, but with fruit. So there's like a strawberry girl, a banana guy, a mango guy, a kiwi girl, a dragon fruit guy, like it's fruit, and they're all dating each other, like challenges, but it basically is word for word Love Island, just using fruit and AI. So it's generated so much popularity that he's just getting a lot of fame because of it. And then the reason I'm bringing it up is that now that Sora AI is now disbanded, it's now it's not accessible anymore to the general public. He doesn't have any way to make these videos as fast as he normally was making them. So he's trying to find a new like service to use and work around how that's going to be and how to compare it to the old work that he's working on. But now, and in my opinion, good. so many other accounts are coming out saying, I'm the real artist. I'm using this program, and you could see that this account is fake. And he's like, no, I'm the real artist. And they're like, oh yeah, prove it.
Guess what? None of you are the real artist at all. None of you are even artists. I'm sorry to tell you that. Your fucking Love is Blind Fruit TikTok series got shut down. Mm-hmm. Good for you. That's what I have to fucking say about that. I have literally no empathy for you. You don't even understand how against AI I am. It fucking feels me to my core.
It goes against like the point of it, kinda. You know what I mean?
Bro, fucking, I was having a conversation with this yesterday, or was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday at work with my coworkers. Shout outs to Bill and Lewis, and we were talking about AI because a lot of teachers are using AI now. Like I've seen. Look, when it comes to teaching or like other things that aren't in the creative industry, I get it, right? But it's still like it feels weird to watch a teacher come up with a 12-week lesson plan using AI, or come up with like questions to ask for a specific story or like a unit in a textbook. And it's just like, this is your job, you know what I mean? Like, I get it that it makes your life easier, but if you start to get lazy with that just reflects poorly on the kids, because they're just gonna be fucking lazy too, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that being said, we had a conversation about AI, and they didn't know how against it I was. Like, I've told them, like, I don't use it for anything. But then, like, yesterday they were like, do you like AI? And I was like, fuck no, I hate that shit. And they were like, oh, is it because of, like, the water? And I was like, that's just one of, like, 8 reasons.
Yeah, that's like, honestly, like, obviously it's a very big ethical concern and a very big, nature concern going forward. But, like, that's, like, 6th or 8th down the line.
Yeah, good save.
Yeah.
Fucking, like, computer parts are stupidly expensive to the point where all these server farms are practically the only ones that can afford them. On top of that, I have my own grudges with people using AI in the creative industry. Thankfully, we have certain like unions and certain specific like mediums, whether that's film, radio, television, to make sure that the stuff doesn't leak through. But man, does it fucking grind my gears, man. And I gotta say too, it feels like every month or two you see that same post where they're like, oh, this AI thing just updated, fucking movies are dead. And it looks fine. Like the one that came out recently was that stupid Homelander versus Hancock fight, right? Mm-hmm. And yeah, like the CGI looks good because it's what it is. It's computer generated imagery. Yeah, it looks believable, but there's no fucking soul behind it. These characters are talking like robots. They're doing things because a prompt told them to. It's just... It burns me to my core.
And also, it's like, if you tried watching any of those things not on your phone, it would look so bad.
Yeah.
Like blown up
like upscale it on a scale,
on like a widescreen theater. Yeah, it would look so terrible.
I'm glad to like hear you guys say that, because I always felt like I was the only one against AI. A lot of my coworkers were like, they use it to make like posters for the school, and I'm like, ugh. And then they're like, oh, I use ChatGPT to help write this email to send to parents, and I'm like... and then we went on a PD, which is what your school is pushing as well. the Magic School AI, which, like Bobby said, it creates lesson plans and does all this work for you. That I'm like, I'm gonna be this old teacher with a bunch of like younger teachers that are like, they don't know how to do it without this, and I'm like it concerns me for the next generation of students, because I'm like, what are we teaching them? They're not going to know how to do any of this simple things without some sort of program assisting them. If we're going to be enabling ourselves, that's just going to be enabling them in the future.
Yeah.
Long story short, AI is not supposed to do what we do. It's supposed to assist us in what we do, right? Because like, if we want to get to the nitty-gritty of it, I've been using AI for years, because if you look at programs like Adobe Premiere or even Adobe Audition, they have AI protocols and programs that make things easy for you. Mm-hmm. You think I want to sit there and rotoscope something for an hour when I have a tool called the rotoscope brush that could watch my image and see where the lines are and stuff? Yeah, but it's not me filming the fucking shot in the first place. At the end of the day, it's my idea, my vision for the effect that I'm doing, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, I guess if I'm being technical, I'm not 100% against AI.
You're against like generative AI.
Yeah, I'm very much against generative AI, especially in the creative industry, but also just in terms of like we were talking about, where people are relying it for the entirety of their jobs. And it's like, dude, fucking come on.
My girlfriend just actually shared with me today that someone in her job, there's like a mail carrier woman that comes in, and she shared with her saying like, yeah, I have a little situationship going on. So I spoke to ChatGPT about it, and my girlfriend just stopped working and was like, this is dystopian. This is dystopian. Why are we talking about
I never
ChatGPT?
I never really understood this because there's a big problem with AI. Do you know about this? Where AI has the inability to be mean.
Yeah.
AI can't.
She was telling me
AI can't be.
It
mean,
tries to be, you know.
and it cannot. It can.
Yeah.
It cannot truly. It can pretend to be like a character that is acting as a mean person, but it can't actually do genuine meanness.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that so when you're asking for it for advice, it's gonna tell you what you want to hear, and then that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, yeah. And to segue it back to this AI Love Island thing, I was telling my coworker, my co-director, in front of all our students as they were getting ready to go home. So I'm explaining it exactly how I explained it. There's a show that's AI with fruit on islands, like the show Love Island. And this one kid was like, AI Fruit Island? Like that show? Yeah. And then it started a conversation of who watches it, this and that. And I'm like, I thought it was just bots watching this. These are children.
Children are bots, Joey.
No,
They're watching this.
Most YouTube content is like the 4 to 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Sadly,
Literally, probably what,
really
60 to 70% of YouTube
Yeah.
is for toddlers.
we got to change our approach, guys.
No, we do not.
Yeah, we
no,
gotta
we
change
do
our
not.
approach.
Not for nothing. I went to a kindergarten school where they were playing this guy, Jack Hartman. I hate that guy. I don't know what it is. I hate that he's pretty old and he's just singing and dancing, all these things. I learned from that kindergarten. I hate him.
I do not know this person.
He actually teamed up 3 years ago with this woman that's reteaching phonemes and phonics, and he's making millions of dollars because he's assisting with launching that program and using his YouTube videos to coincide with her program. He's getting paid so much money, and I'm I'm about to set up my fucking camera, put on some overalls and puppets and shit.
Hi, kids. This is how to perform an enema.
What is Joey's children TV show name?
Slim Greg and the Adventures of Rainbow Land. I think that's it.
Can we go with Mr. Greg?
I like Slim Greg.
I like the word slim. I think slim in there. Slim Greg. There we go.
I feel like we're promoting a certain body type to children.
No, it's fine. It's Joey. It's if he was fat, it'd be Fat Greg. It's just how it is.
I would have accepted.
I'm sorry. We don't want to promote
Plump Greg.
Plump Greg. There we go. It would have been Plump Greg. That's awful.
Can I still be Plump Greg if I'm not as plump?
You could be whatever you want.
Imagine
That's the theme of the show.
You see the show Plump Greg? He's not fat. What's going on?
You could be whatever you want.
I could be whatever I want. Let's go.
Last thing I will say about this is this person who is making the AI Fruit Island videos does have one avenue that they can do to save grace, and that is that they could go to the supermarket, they could buy fruit, and they could film it themselves and talk over it. And I would watch that.
I would watch that.
Oh, look, I'm going to stop it. That is
their
content.
Saying they're fighting
Content.
each other.
That's what I'm looking for.
A pineapple with a blonde wig.
You telling the kids wouldn't eat that shit up? Come on. That's what they do already. They go,
bro, do we need to do that?
Just saying.
We jump on it now with all this
Island.
AI Love Island controversy. Jump on it now. This is what it looks like in real life.
Toy play with Team Joystick.
There we go.
Woo. That doesn't sound good.
No,
I immediately apologize.
Scrap it.
No.
Fun play with
Even
we'll
that.
workshop it. And by that I mean we'll never talk about it again.
Anything with play in it that's not let's play is is weird.
Yeah.
What about Let's Play?
Huh?
What about Let's Play?
I like that.
That works, I guess.
Yeah,
But it's just a joke on Let's Play. though.
Shout out to Let's Play.
Yeah.
Go watch
Shout-outs
that.
to that.
Don't go watch. Hey, don't go tell them to watch
All right,
something.
go watch
else.
it after this.
Yeah, go watch the Cosby Show.
Don't
They
go watch the
shouldn't.
Cosby
They
Show.
should not.
Yeah. You know what show they should watch?
What should they watch?
The Price is Right.
Oh,
Starring Drew Carey. And specifically Drew Carey. I don't know if you guys have heard, but a documentary has come out in recent that exposed Bob Barker, beloved television host, now passed away, as being a gigantic racist.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got to say, first and foremost, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like Bob Barker was my idol. Right?
Yeah.
But it was admittedly pretty disheartening to hear. You'd be like,
Yes.
fuck, I watched him all the time,
Before I haven't heard really much about this except for the news headlines. I know nothing about
I
it.
haven't heard anything about this.
So-
I know about the documentary. All I gotta say, the glove kind of fits.
No, absolutely.
Love
It's
it.
like you see it and you're like, wow, why didn't I see it before? And
Well,
we're gonna get into that. In
Does he
just
ever
a
like mean to
Like,
his
imagine-
contestants like, you
Like, I
would
just-
guess that, you
I just-
little...
Can you let me speak? Because I'm getting into this in a minute. Carajo. Okay? Save your fucking joke. Anyway, yes, the videos are coming out. It has been found out that Bob Barker was a very big racist, specifically against the black community. So much so that there was a list of rules in the Price is Right production that nobody else knew about, to the point where, like, apparently Bob wanted only a maximum of 2 black guests per episode. If a black guest was supposed to come on down, he wanted them to alert him beforehand. And sometimes if you go back and watch other episodes on certain like cards that he has with the contestant's name, it'll have a big letter B on it so that he knows beforehand he's calling down a black person. Shit like that. Wow. Tons of pictures of Bob doing group pictures where the one black Price is Right model is as far away as he could be from him and he's just with the white ones. Crazy shit like that, right? But where this gets really good is there's one person in particular, one woman who was a model on the show, one of Bob's girls, because that's what they were called, who was basically, describing her time on the show and even said in some instances, because, contestants would get very excited on The Price is Right. They'd jump up and down. They want to hug Bob. But when black contestants would do it, Bob would want them to stay at like arm's distance from them. So then the documentary starts to play legitimate footage from The Price is Right from like the 70s and 80s. Now, before I say anything else, I want to say that I genuinely find nothing funny. Let me rephrase that. I genuinely find most things not funny.
I'm laughing already.
About Bob Barker being a racist, okay?
I'm laughing already, bro.
But when you watch these videos, there's at least 2 that I've seen, so there's probably more. A black contestant will win. They will jump up and down. Price is Right. Ding, 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 ding. The music plays.
It's so hype.
And they try to hug Bob, and Bob is running away from them. Like, arm's length. Like, no, don't touch me. Don't attack me. Like, shit like that. And it's on the show. There's, like, one where a black guy wins, and he literally says the words, "Don't come near me. Don't attack me." And it's like, what the fuck? There's another one where a black woman wins, and she's, like, literally running a circle trying to get him. And he's like, no, thank you. No. Like, literally hot potatoing away from this woman. And it's fucking insane because this show ran for decades. And, granted, I was alive for the last 2 that he was on, but still, it's like, how did I never fucking catch this before? Also, it makes me wonder, like, in the 2000s era, did he, like, lax up on it? Was he forced to lax up on it? Because I don't remember seeing things like that from when I watched Price is Right as a kid. So that's why I also make the mention of it's very nice to have Drew Carey now, who's
I don't remember. I remember it being very Caucasian. Now that you mention it, mm-hmm. I like because every other one, because like Let's Make a Deal, yeah, you would see, yeah.
I'll put the video on the video so that you at home can watch it too. But like,
Don't touch me.
But like, was there an attack on him? Because like, why would like I won? Yes, bye. Like
No,
he figured that was gonna happen.
He's a racist. Apparently, there was one situation where like he had slept with one of the models, and then people who knew about her past relationships were worried that Bob would find out that she used to be with black men. There was another part where like one woman who I don't know her relation to Bob said that he once told her that black men were the most diseased species on the planet. So it's like this guy was deep in it. There's no forgiving it. Then it's funny because, again, it's not funny, but I read all of this, I watch the clips, and I'm like, fucking Bob, bad enough we have to share a name. But then the first comment I see is this one guy that's like, see, this is why I always love Wheel of Fortune. We fuck with that way better. And then people are like, have you seen Pat Sajak's fucking political viewpoints? This dude is super MAGA, super anti-trans. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with these game show hosts, bro? If they come out and say that Alex Trebek like killed kids, I'm like, it's over. I have no.
There's no game hosts.
I don't. The worst thing Alex Trebek did is tax fraud. I'm saying it.
No, absolutely.
They're gonna get him on something, and it's gonna be like, I
have faith that my boy Alex never did anything for the sole reason that he was Canadian. Canadians can't do that.
There's like 90% of things where I'm like, I have Alex's back.
Absolutely.
Like 95%.
I have his back on the tax fraud thing.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Of course, yeah. Even worse things. Okay. okay, I can forgive it.
My man Alex
I don't know what the
Trebek.
line is. Don't ask me what the line is.
Bro, I remember I heard a story. This is a legit headline, but I don't remember the specifics of it. But I think there was a situation where Alex Trebek was staying at a hotel, and a woman or maybe him got something taken from him or attacked, and this motherfucker, like 70 plus years old, chased him down and fucking tore his Achilles, but got the guy. Like, that's Alex fucking Trebek. Let's see racist Bob Barker do that shit.
He didn't. He will just run away.
He'd probably do that shit chasing a black man. But you know, shout outs to let me not shout outs
No
to Bob.
shout-outs
What's the
to him.
anti shout outs? I get
Fuck
out
off.
in, shout, whisper in. Whisper in's to Bob. I'm keeping
Whisper in.
that. That's a thing.
Really?
I'm not even mad about it. I love it.
I like
Whisper
it
ins.
too.
So that's my new thing.
Whispering.
Whisper ins. I shouldn't do it like that. It's negative. Whisper ins. Do it like that.
Yeah, weird.
Figured it out. But yeah, whisper ins to Bob. I'm
Kinda
not,
works.
not gonna say anything dramatic like rotten hell, but hopefully he's in white heaven. We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully.
But yeah, what are you guys up to? You had a pretty interesting week. I mean,
Oh yeah. I went on a walk at 10 in the morning because as people do. I was like, I'll get to walking a little
It's a
early.
beautiful day.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I live near a very nice park called Cunningham Park, doxing myself. Very nice. It just goes on a loop, right? So I was like, went did a loop. I was like, I'm going to do a second loop, right? I then woke up 20 minutes later on the floor, very confused. A man drove me to the hospital. Which I later found out, his name is Aman. It's literally
Oh,
a
man.
man.
That's
Which
crazy.
is like some divine shit. I don't know how that works, but essentially, turns out I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me at every test ever done with me. I was just dehydrated. Some caffeine withdrawal trickled in. But yeah.
see what I actually like to think happened is you got blow darted in the neck in Cunningham Park.
Honestly, that would make the most amount of sense. That'd be some clarity. That'd be like,
Maybe it was
Do
a
you
mom.
feel like any sensation, any superpowers, any like weird voices happening lately?
no.
Nothing.
This is what I like to think actually happened. That guy Aman was trying to rizz up some girl, and he was like, I'm going to save somebody's life. So he blow darted you in the neck. He found you, and then he
Yes.
took you to the hospital, all while a super hot chick was watching him do it. And he was like, am I right? Am I correct?
Yeah, but like the
you're-
super hot
yes.
chick wouldn't know if he saved his life.
Yeah.
It just looked like he was
Oh, she
kidnapping
was with
you.
us. Don't worry.
Oh, she was there.
Yeah,
She was there.
What was
She's
her
like,
name?
I
A
gotta
wo-
go along.
What was her name? A woman?
Yeah. I don't know her name,
No.
to be honest.
Oh, woman.
Awaman.
A woman.
But I'm glad you're doing good. That was
Yeah,
definitely
word.
a weird thing to read in the chat, especially afterwards. You were like, "Oh, I'm good,"
Yeah.
Yeah, we were concerned. My parents were
Everyone
concerned.
was, and I was like, I don't know what to tell. I wish, not that I wish something worse was wrong, but there was.
How did you let Marianti know?
I called her as I was at the hospital, and I was like, I'm at the hospital.
That was a reaction.
And she was like, "I'm in the sand dunes."
Yeah. No, she was home at that
Oh, she got
point, so
back?
yeah, she was home already.
You couldn't
so.
keep. It's so
You're
much
like,
funnier if
hey.
she's on the sand dunes, Dylan. Come on, man. Just,
Yeah. If she doesn't have signal, I feel like that's worse. Fucking inconsiderate. No. Yeah. But yeah, I'm fine.
I was also gonna say, speaking about the boys and our health, Jose had a series of 4 doctor's appointments in New York City from Monday to Thursday, and he stood with me Monday through Wednesday. So I have a little bit of insight on what it is like to live with Jose Barrios.
Nice.
Yo.
And it is interesting. I'll say that.
Okay.
So it started on Monday. So basically, did he come on Monday? Yeah, he came on Monday because he had like an appointment. But then the next day, he had to go do a procedure that he had to like wake up super early for. I think it was what's the one where they put the camera in your mouth? Endoscopy, right?
Endoscopy, yes.
So at the end of that, you need to have somebody release you because you're on the anesthetic and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
So I did him the favor and I went out to Brooklyn. It was by Coney Island. But in typical Jose fashion, I get there and he's literally just like, "All right, we out." And I'm like, "You didn't need me at all." Like, he even said, he's like, "I probably could have snuck out." I was like, "Yeah." And the whole thing was I was supposed to go out there, drive him back. I was like, "You still need to drive?" He's like, "No." So we just went out, we hung out. But literally for 3 days, it was a weird vibe because, I've hung out with Jose for not longer periods of time, but in a day, I guess is what I'm saying. Like I've had days where I've hung out with Jose from fucking 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Right. But it was weird in this case because it was like It was literally like living with him. You'd hang out on Monday, and then you'd be like, "Oh, I gotta go do this. All right, cool." And then you'd be like, "Oh, I'm back." And you open the door for him, and he's just hanging out in the living room. It was weird. It was like a roommate vibe type situation, but it's kind of cool. Yeah.
Did you get the experience? Like, that's low key a brother.
No, I feel
mean,
like that's something that has to come.
It felt a little more domestic than that. I don't know how to, but you know, like if either one of you cooked each other dinner, it's like.
Yeah,
I know.
Love, you know.
Yeah, but it's funny that Dylan says that, but it literally got to a point where like he'd be like, "All right, I'm gonna head out," and I'd walk him down and be like, "Good luck at your appointment, be safe." And be like, "Thanks, bro, I appreciate it."
He tips the hat.
Yeah, it was cool.
6
you know?
o'clock.
My wife, bro. It was a nice experience. Sleeping on the air mattress. That was the one thing that's unfortunate though. Jose is a bit of an early riser and I'm a little bit of a late riser. So he'd be up at like 7, 8 in the morning and then I get up at like 10:30 and he's just like on the couch doom scrolling and then he's like, "All right, now I'm coming upstairs." And then immediately we just start hanging out.
That's funny. He gave you your sleep. He was like, "I'm not gonna chill in your room while you're
fucking
sleeping."
better, yeah. I need that shit.
Like, I'm
man.
leaving.
I pull that move.
That's important to me.
That's an iconic move.
I will.
Does he
die.
sing opera in his sleep?
No.
Damn.
He was worried he had sleep apnea, but I didn't hear anything. So, shout outs to Jose. I just wanted to bring that
Shout
up.
outs. No whisper ins, but shout outs to Jose.
B.
Mm-hmm. It was a nice time. Fucking, you want to talk about this?
Yeah,
the
man.
death of this game.
I'm not having
supposedly,
a nice time,
which
but-
I don't buy it.
I mean, yay. That's all I gotta say.
I'm not mad at it.
So,
Let's go.
for those who know me, one of the main games I play often a lot is Fortnite. I really enjoy third-person shooting games, especially if it's like battle royale type. Like these guys are all first-person shooters, but I'm the third-person shooter.
We all play Marvel Rivals. It's just not a battle royale, and it's a third-person shooter.
That's okay. Well, I like that game too.
And
but
Arc Raiders,
anyways,
for that matter.
Fortnite has lately been making so many collaborations. Friday the 13th, Ghostface, Regular Show, Edda and Eddie, Adventure Time, the female Adventure Time characters, Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill. Like they've been going on a row. The Office, like going on a row of just collaborations with so many people that it's come to a point where they were like, "Hey guys, we are in we're kind of low on funds." And we need to pay the bills, so there's going to be some changes. We're going to get rid of 3 game modes that, not a lot of people are playing. But to those who were playing, we're like, bro, like, I like that game mode. And they said, and then not only that, we're changing the price of V-Bucks and how much you earn. So for $8.99, you would normally get 1,000 V-Bucks of the in-game currency. But now for $8.99, you get 800 V-Bucks. So it went down 200 V-Bucks. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, that sucks. Like you're making us cost, you're making us pay the same amount, but you're taking away 200." And they were like, "Not only that, we're removing V-Bucks from the battle pass. So if you are like a
There's no way to
subscriber,
earn it,
there's no way to earn that back." So like you are literally jipping us off, and
Bro, we got V-Bucks inflation in 2026,
and that's what people were saying. They said, "What the hell's with this fictional game currency inflation? Like, what is this?" So I canceled my subscription. Yes, I paid monthly for Fortnite to get some stuff and perks and
I didn't even know they had that.
I canceled my subscription as well as a lot of people as a form of boycotting. And people would put in gifts like the anti-V-Bucks system and, change the V-Bucks. Like it was a pretty big movement that if you went on Fortnite's Instagram, that's all you're going to see. There's no positive comment. And then the new Battle Pass started and it's like big reveal, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And then upon doing research, people are like, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the highest paid actor to like have anything to endorse any product. And you're coming here to tell us, hey, we're kind of low on funds and we need you guys to like chip in. And here's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
They blew all their money on The Rock.
My question is, did they actually pay him this time? Because that skin's not new. That's been around for a very long time.
No,
so
but
it's like they could just reuse the asset. Granted, I'm sure they probably still pay him some sort of... but what I'm saying is, like, granted, they still probably pay him some sort of royalty because it's his likeness. But what I'm saying is, like, it's not like they have to bring him in and mocap him or anything like that because it's reused assets, essentially.
It most likely is. I don't know if... The last time he was in the game was years ago, so I don't know if they needed to, like, update things.
Doubt it.
They probably didn't need him.
Like what I'm saying
said.
is I'm sure he got paid to an extent, but I doubt it was enough for their argument to be valid. I mean, their other arguments are still great.
Okay, but then they also announced that they teamed up with Disney and there's now Hercules skins where you can play as Hercules, Meg, and Hades.
Well, if you think about it, that's
Hercules.
actually where all their money is going, to license all these IPs.
And
it's
then
like,
Balenciaga as well. They teamed up with Balenciaga to have a whole clothing brand.
you know how
line.
fucking expensive it must be to get like a Disney character in your game?
To get all of them.
You know how expensive it must be to get a Disney character in your shooting game? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it happens all the time. So that's really how Fortnite is losing its money.
So they're losing a lot of, and then people doing more research. They're trying to make Fortnite into like Roblox, where it's like, oh, you could create anything. That they're hiring island creators, so-called, like they're hiring people to create these islands just to like flesh out their creative worlds. And they're like, why are you hiring people to do that? No one's playing that. Like everyone's coming onto Fortnite to play with guns, like Fortnite.
Also, there's probably still going to be a decent percentage of people that use that mode like because they like to do it and they come up with creative stuff. It happens in every other game, right? Like these developers aren't paying people to do it, and you still get these really cool
I doubt
player created levels.
Little Big Planet was a great example. No one in Little Big Planet was making money like bank off playing Little Big Planet, but you just give the community the tools to make cool shit.
Yeah,
they'll make cool shit. Why are we paying people? So just mistake after mistake. They just also announced that they let go 1,000 people in their staff.
Yeah, that was the big one.
And everyone's like, this game's dying. This game's dying. Just in time for Lola Bunny and Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck to be added.
I don't believe it, though. And I know you said about the Lola Bunny thing is funny. You should elaborate, because that is pretty interesting.
So they also just, before coming here, they posted again, to which I went right to the comments to see the anti-V-Bucks and also put my contribution of the GIF. Fortnite has disabled GIFs because it's been low-key, it's been 2 weeks of just that GIF, like, in the comments. So they were like, shut up. So now everyone's like, just comment, just comment now. They can't stop us.
I'm
It's the
kind
curse of
hoping.
Lola Bunny, man.
I'm hoping the game died because Fortnite kind of very much broke the games industry as a whole.
It flew too close to the sun.
It led every developer to make the game free. First off, it kind of broke the expectations that most games should be that free to play, and then you buy stuff and you buy the
pass.
like every game has a battle pass. Every game has this sort of game kind of play, and it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. They also, like, Call of Duty was like, hey, play as Beavis and Butthead.
It's literally been like 12 years Fortnite's been out. Like, that's a long time for a game. For a game to continually be making money.
Yeah.
It's just too long. Eventually, it doesn't work anymore.
I don't think the game is going to die anytime soon, but it's on a downtick. So I think we're going to get to a point where Fortnite is not looked in the same regards that it was at one point, right? Like, it's the most played game and everybody loves it. Like, no.
A comment said, just wait for GTA 6. And it says, you're done for. And I'm like, every game is done for once that comes out, I think.
We'll see.
But last thing, like you said, the Lola Bunny, everyone has now realized that anytime Lola Bunny is introduced into a game with servers, it gets shut down. So, for example, there was a game called Lego Dimensions, which was very like Skylanders. You buy the Lego figure, put it on a platform, and then your character comes in and you could play as them. The last character that game introduced was Lola Bunny. And then they were like, hey, no one's playing this. We're shutting down the servers. And the game ended. Then there's Multiverses, where they introduced Lola Bunny
as the last
and then announced we're shutting down servers in the next couple of months, but we're going to, like, you know, squeeze in the last few people we wanted to add.
And now we got Fortnite.
And now we have Fortnite, and they introduced Lola Bunny. They fired 1,000 people.
So we'll see.
I think Lola Bunny is like she was first added into Space Jam, and she's become this like catalyst for like a curse, like
failure.
Failure. It's done. Don't add Lola Bunny to anything. It's done.
And the sad thing to the cherry on top of all of this is 4 days ago, I bought the Fortnite Season 2 Chapter Whatever Battle Pass to unlock Bugs Bunny. So I came in at a really bad time, but it's cool.
Damn,
No, yeah, Bugs Bunny.
I do not. It's going to be a very long grind. I have to be level 85.
Tell me when you get Bugs Bunny, because I'll get Daffy Duck.
You bought.
I mean, the thing is,
the day we ever play.
I'm going to buy Daffy, but I wish you could just buy Bugs. It's part of the battle pass. You got to play all this shit.
Game. And they made shit like this normal, where we pay money to eventually at one
Get
time
something.
get the thing we want.
ridiculous.
Isn't that stupid?
It is pretty
Isn't that the
stupid.
dumbest thing that we're
Because
paying?
they package it as you get all this other stuff, but the thing you really want.
And now you're doing challenges, so now it's like, oh, now
I have to work for
now I don't
this.
even have to focus on winning. Now I have to do 3 different things in my game as well as also try to do good. Fuck that.
But Dylan,
No.
if you want to
No.
just get the thing you
No.
want, you could
No.
pay
No.
again.
No.
You could
To
just
pay
skip
again
all those
to go
levels.
up on
Yeah.
that.
What a beautiful business plan.
Like I specifically,
Our game is free to play, but we expect you to spend $300 on it.
MLB every year. I buy MLB The Show when it comes out. Right, this year it came out early because the season starts early. I refused to buy it because I'm like, my bank account. I don't actually do microtransactions, but even if I wanted to, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you gotta be
you're,
wise.
You're not gonna make me buy money to buy Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
I'm not spending money on Babe Ruth. He's been dead for 90 years. I'm not fucking
I
buying
don't want
Babe
fucking
Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
Overrated. I mean, I wasn't alive to see Babes.
So yeah, like you said, people are are wise with their money or not wise with their money, and I just find it like, I think my awakening to this of like, what the fuck was them like lowering the price of this fictional currency. I was like, why?
That is pretty funny.
What was this? What was this gonna solve? You really thought that was gonna be like, well, people will buy it more. Like, no one is gonna buy it more.
You know who should add the Fortnite next?
Who?
Strawberry Love Island.
Yeah, they should add.
You know what? Also,
They were about to add Cappuccina Ballerina and Toon Toon
Oh,
Toon
that would've
Sabor.
been-
what's
that
also
would've- that
weird
would've
is just
pissed me
like when you think about it, the majority, I can't say the majority because I don't know the statistics, but I assume that the majority of Fortnite players are children, right? Or at the very
Yes.
least, a young age. And those kids are not going to have access to a debit card or a credit card. So it's their parents who are paying for the microtransactions. It's not like you're making it any easier for the parents. It's just like a kid. You remember what it was like when you were a kid and you asked your parent for something? Oh, can I get this? No. Now it's going to cost more money for less. They're just, it makes no fucking sense. It's just,
No one's gonna want to, like you said, like even the parents when they hear this or realize it, no one's gonna want to do that.
Club Penguin's coming back. Woo, woo.
Club Penguin, yeah.
Bring it back.
catch me at the pizzeria.
Yo, man, catch me at the mine carts. That's how you make the
The
most money.
minecart. That's exactly it.
That's how you
People
make the
are
most
out
money.
here fucking stacking the fish. No, bro.
You know which one I liked? It was like there was a thing that they put in where you could like solve adventures, like mysteries. or
Yeah,
something.
you were like an FBI agent.
that was
Oh,
my
that was-
fucking jam, bro.
That was so
That's
sick,
how I
bro.
learned how to sterile water. Like boil water and it cleans it.
Sterilize?
purifies.
That's a better way of phrasing that because you confused the shit.
Yes.
I heard stare at water, and I was like,
No, sterilize water.
you don't know how to stare at water, Joe? It's pretty fucking
stare at water?
pretty easy.
Don't touch me, I'm sterile.
Yeah, that was the game that taught me how to do that. I was like, oh,
Would you
wow.
believe that we just had a good podcast episode?
We
right
just
now?
had.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Man, I loved episode
Went by
383.
so nice. Fuck you. Thanks for watching this episode of the Joystick Show. I am getting ahead of myself because we have to recommend music.
Yeah, we're not
so
saying
I will
goodbye,
I will
though.
thank you again in about 3 minutes. But let's run the jam in the end. This is all because Dylan stole my fucking thunder at the beginning of the episode. You just completely set off a
I
chain of
didn't-
events that messed me up so that when I got to the episode, I would think that you were going to introduce the jam and the yams. You see what you did? This is,
I didn't do any of
It's
that.
your fault, Dylan.
My slam there's actually like a domino effect to my slam. I'm showing Nicole Steven Universe, and there's a song in Steven Universe, and then I remember that there was an animatic with Undertale to that song, and then I started listening to Undertale music, and then I remembered Anamanaguchi covered Hopes and Dreams, and I was like, that was a freaking amazing cover. So my slam is Hopes and Dreams, covered by Anamanaguchi.
That might be a jam, but we'll
Nice.
let it slide. I
Nice.
can't remember off the top of my head.
Nice.
Would you like to?
Nice. I'll go. My Yam of the Week is from a song. I don't know the band, but they're cool.
Why
Their
are you
name is-
leaning into the
Their
mic?
name is Iceage.
Doom, 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 doom,
Like the movie?
Yeah. One word, Iceage. The name of the song is Star. The guy has a weird voice.
You
but
said
it's
Star?
nice. Star.
Star. Oh, okay.
Star.
Is he from Boston?
Star. No, I don't know what he is. But there's a girl. There's a line in the song that I thought it was Louisiana, but then he's like Louisiana, and I'm like, that's not how you say
That's
it.
not that word.
That's not a name.
But he says it, so.
Gotcha. I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to a song called Don't Call My Name by Rome Hero Foxes. Pretty cool
Nice.
song, good vocals. Almost became my jam of the week until I heard this song. So shout outs to the song Make It Out by Yoshi T. Really vibey, R&B-ish type hip hop song that's actually made by one of the members of the now popular group What More. So it's kind of like one of his solo projects that he did before he started that.
Nice.
Did you hear anything that I just said?
What more?
Before
side
that.
project.
Who's the name of the fucking music? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Nikishi.
Can't believe this shit.
Rikishi.
Thanks for watching the Joystick Show, episode
I was too busy looking at
283.
Joey.
If you like this episode, feel free to like and subscribe. That would
Wanna
make
go
us
on
feel
Love Island?
absolutely dandy. Just keep looking at me.
Only
Just
if I'm
don't
the
deal with this
strawberry.
shit. If you see Jerry on that dating show, get him off because it does not sound like the type of thing he should be on at the moment. Dylan can go fuck himself. Dylan can go faint again for all I care for
What
stealing
did
my
I
thunder.
do?
And did I get everything off my chest? No.